Meow everyone, I'm back with another Island Sanctuary tidbit. This time we're going to talk about the Felicitous Furball's favors. If you've gotten material containers from your Grand Company, or played Kupo Fortune during the Ishgard restoration patches, then this will be fairly familiar. To anyone who hasn't, it breaks down to doing a specific task, getting a special currency, and then trading that currency for gacha boxes. Those gacha boxes, or sanctuary material containers, can reward you with most of the things that you can buy with cowries, as well as some rare items like fireglass leather, indigo cloth, and sea cloth, which only came from maps before, pure white and pure black dyes, as well as some favor exclusive items like the mobile garden stairs, island leaf headdress, and island adenium mount. If you don't like playing gacha, you can also trade those favors for vegetable vouchers and save those up to get the very colorful island adenium mount. That is the only thing at present you can get with vegetable vouchers. So, how do you get favors? Once you reach level 19 on your island and complete upgrading your workshops, you'll be able to access favors from the Felicitous Furball. They'll tell you 3 items to make each week and how many to make in order to get your favors. Each item awards a certain amount, and completing all 3 gets you a bonus. You don't have to do anything special, they just craft in the same workshops you've been using to make cowries. There are 3 ways you can approach setting up your favors in your workshops. My go-to is to keep putting things in the 4th workshop throughout the week, pairing the favor with a like item to get the crafting bonus. If you think you might or know you might miss logging in for part of the next week or 2, you can also schedule them on any days just to get them out of the way and to make sure you get those favors. And lastly, you can try to min-max both cowries and favors by setting up your 3 favors for the last day or 2, but keeping an eye on the Overseas Casuals recommendations and seeing if any of your favorite items happen to line up with the recommendations for the week. If they do, remove them from the last day's schedule. That last one is a fair amount of effort, and I already have a lot of blue cowries, so I don't plan on doing that one myself, honestly. And lastly, once you have your favor crafts scheduled, don't forget to check that you have the materials to make them. I would suggest aiming to have an extra 30 materials on hand just in case, so that way you don't accidentally not make a craft because you ran out of materials and therefore don't get your favors for the week. Oh, and make sure that you go and pick up your favors at least once every 2 weeks, but preferably once a week, because they do expire after the previous season. So every 2 weeks is the absolute max you can do. You also need to make sure that you spend your favors at least every 2 weeks, but preferably every week, as there is a hard cap of 150 favors. And with that, happy crafting everyone, and may the island gacha gods be ever in your favor!